All right, so what kind of coffee is this? Maybe you grabbed a cup at one of our local coffee corners and you want to know more, or maybe you're interested in the concept and you want to know what kind of coffee are we going to use. And when choosing a coffee for this, I actually had to do a lot of research. I knew there were several things that I didn't want. I didn't want to have a cup or a pot of freeze-dried coffee on location. I knew that we could do better than that. People are really over bad instant coffee. And the second thing I knew that we didn't want to have thousands of dollars worth of equipment. I knew that it didn't make sense for someone to invest thousands of dollars into their coffee corner when they usually have a traditional business. And if they wanted to open a coffee shop, they could have done so. And so that wasn't going to be an option. The third thing that wasn't going to be an option was those pumps, the carafes or the thermoses of coffee where you pump it out, because no matter how good the coffee is that goes into those carafes, they're only good and fresh brewed for a few minutes, maybe the first 20 minutes after you brew that coffee and it goes into the actual thermos is when it actually tastes best. After that, it's just stale, lukewarm coffee anyways. And so, the last option was K-Cups, and a lot of people love K-Cups, me included. It's kind of a crapshoot with K-Cups, because there's a lot of companies using K-Cups ever since the patent expired a few years ago, and so it's really kind of like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which coffee brand do you want to go with? What a lot of people don't understand is that coffee companies are disguising their instant freeze-dried coffee in these fancy little cups and passing them off as, quality gourmet single cup coffee, and it's really not. And so I knew that there were several things I wasn't looking for, and all roads kind of led back to Organo Gold. Organo Gold is actually a company that I've been a independent business owner for over 18 months now. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't looking at this project with blinders on. I didn't go into this project expecting to use Organo Gold. The concept was to make gourmet coffee available as part of your daily life, and if there was a better coffee out there, then as a business person, I've got 1,000 reps in my Organo Gold business and thousands of customers, and I could have very well left that separate and opened an LLC and been able to do the coffee corner concept separately as a limited liability corporation. But all roads led back to Organo Gold. Why? Because people love this coffee. When you give someone a cup of Organo Gold, you see their face light up. You see their reaction. Their reaction is they're very impressed. They don't expect it to taste that good. And that's kind of what you need in order for a product to take off. And there's no secret Organo Gold coffee has taken off. If you've had a cup, or if you've heard, we've done several $100 million in sales, and we're the number one single cup coffee provider. As of, we did more sales than Starbucks Via. And so, it was something that it just made a lot of sense for a lot of different reasons. Yes, people loved the way that it tasted, and when you gave it to someone, they came back for more. But second thing was, was it convenient? The way that it's packaged, it allows for you to, sidestep all the different health department issues and actually, have hot water on location. And because of the way that it's packaged, and it's, individually packaged and sealed, you don't have to worry about getting all kinds of different licenses and having, inspections and things like that. So if you have hot water, you can have a coffee corner. So that's something that was attractive about it. And, the fact that it had a small health component to it, I don't really ever talk about the health component. For me, I just, I call it my feel-good coffee. I feel good. I actually have been able to sleep better. I love the caffeine kick, but I don't get the jitters. My stomach is very sensitive to acid, so I have a little bit, it's kind of equivalent to like a low acid coffee. And so when I saw that, I thought to myself, okay, yeah, there's a health kick, but first and foremost, it's just good coffee, and people love the taste. If it didn't get your attention with the taste, it wouldn't have done what it's been able to do so far, selling hundreds of millions of dollars. And so the taste was checked off on, the convenience was checked off on. Now financially, how are we going to stimulate the economy and put the money back in the business owners' pockets? How do we get paid from these coffee corners? And the way that we're going to get paid from these coffee corners is, number one, through retail sales. There's about $1 profit in every cup of coffee. The way that we have it set up, the way that I have the suggested retail on the different menus, it leaves you about $1 profit. Okay, so small businesses will make a few $100 a month, which is not going to get you wealthy by any means, but places with larger with more traffic are going to make more money, like up to $1,000+ a month just from the location. Food trucks have a unique opportunity because they're able to they have a lot more traffic than that. But that's just the first way that we get paid. If we had a traditional coffee and we put it into multiple different locations, then I would be the only one making the money. But here's the reason why this gets a little bit more interesting, because Gold gives people the opportunity to refer the product out. And so because we're an in-house product, we hold the coffee ourselves, we hold the patent to the preparation process ourselves, we're able to hold a huge profit margin. And so what that does is it allows you as a business owner to share this concept with a couple of other business owners. And if you just knew 2 business owners that started their own coffee corner, now you're making a percentage of their monthly orders. And so the second way of getting paid is very powerful, because yes, referrals are big right now, and business owners know other business owners. And so that was the second way. You couldn't do that with anything else. It had to be a company that had some type of a compensation plan that allowed for referrals and allowed for compensation for referrals. And so referring out a couple coffee corners can give you some leverage, and small business owners don't have a lot of leverage. A lot of times they're married to their business. I was one for many years. I wasn't able to walk away. If I walked away from the business at any point, something always went wrong, and nobody ever takes care of your business and treats it as if you do. And so it's like, if you're not there, it's not making the full potential. And so, with this type of a business model, and I've got another video that you can refer to, the business model of the future, and you can take a look at that and see exactly why I believe in direct selling. But it goes viral. Now coffee corners pop up everywhere. Just imagine, finding 2 people that are business owners, sharp business owners, and allowing them to start their coffee corner. And imagine them doing the same thing. And imagine this happening through several levels of referral, and you getting paid off of hundreds, if not thousands, of coffee corners. And so that's why we chose Organo Gold Coffee. And that's why we came up with the marketing materials, because, the last thing we wanted you to do was become a pitchman in your business, pitching a direct selling company. So the marketing materials and the application which we've created allow for a very passive way of exposing the business. And we found that a lot of the doctors and different people that have coffee corners existing, they've already had a large amount of success just based on having the coffee in their establishment, in their place of business. And so adding the marketing materials, they think it's a home run. And you'll see some of the videos on who can open a coffee corner. You'll see some of the testimonials of some of the business owners and the type of success that they've had just based on, the fact that their customers are coming in. And these people are not even selling the coffee by the cup. They're actually just giving the coffee away, and they're signing people up, and they're selling boxes of coffee because people love it and they want more of it. So as people sign up in your organization through your coffee corner link, and they sign up as a retail customer every month, now you get residuals off of their monthly orders. If they go out and refer 3 people, they get their monthly coffee for free. You can't do that with any other, coffee product. And so it grows virally because your customers are getting customers and your coffee corners are getting coffee corners. And so anyways, just remember, guys, keep it simple. It's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. I'll see you on the next video.